Hello friends, Nima here again. Today I want to show you this card. I made this card like a week ago and I just want to show you how to make this butterfly. If you can see in here, this butterfly is all shiny. So that's what we're going to do in here today. Stay here with me and I'll show you how to do it. I have a little trick for that. I have everything ready, so this card should not take that long. Very important is that to make this card, I'm using one stamp, which is the butterfly, and here that it has an outline, and in this case it has the other stamps just to do the color. It's like a 3 steps stamp, but you can do it with any stamp that it has an outline, and you just have to paint it over. I have everything that I need. I'm gonna start stamping the butterfly, and I'm using the VersaFine Clairs because I want to make sure that that butterfly can the colors can stay through and can stay really sharp even after I put the coating. So let me put this one aside, and I have a piece of cardstock in here and just a regular cardstock, and I have my butterfly and I have my stamp, and here I have my block. So if you want to use one of those stamping tools, you can do that. I'm going to stamp the 3 process. I'm going to use orange and pink. So I'm going to start with the first step in here. And I almost started with the with the outline. Yeah, that's me. My main color is gonna be orange, so this card is gonna be slightly different than the one that I show you. In essence, will be the same. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stamp on the top because I'm thinking I'm gonna stamp 2 of this. I'm really bad at this type of stamps where I have to stamp over and then align everything, and my eyes are not that good for that. So hopefully I can do this right. The next one will be the pink one. Yep. Well, not that bad. And I just want to show you the method that I use. Let me bring this down a little bit in here so I can to see if I can get better one this time. Ah, that's much better. All right, that's why I stamp twice when I'm doing this type of things. I'm gonna quickly trim this, and now I'm gonna stamp the outline. And to stamp the outline, I'm using, oh, where is that stamp? I was just using it. Here it is. All right. So I'm using in here the VersaFine, and yes, I already cut the the butterfly. I'll tell you why. since this is a butterfly that it will be placed on top of another one, I really don't worry that much about like the antlers or anything like that. And it will be easier for me to place everything here. And then pretty much like do this, right? So I have my butterfly ready in here. And one thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna stamp the back. Why? Like my butterfly in here, the way that I place that butterfly is that I only glue the middle. And if you look on the side, you know, I don't wanna have that white. So what I'm doing is that I'm only stamping the orange part. So one of the, just the base in orange. And I'm only doing that because it really is not gonna show that much. It's just that I like to have it on both sides. And because I like to have it on both sides, when I stamp, and that's gonna be the background, when I stamp the back, I want that in the outline, I want it to be less intense, and I choose a different color. Instead of the black, I'm using this, I think it's Morning Mist is the color. But if you have black only, that's fine. So let's do the outline. And this is another one. That it really doesn't need to be perfect outline and everything. Most likely nobody's gonna see that the one in the front is the one that is the one that should be better, right? So the reason why I started with that is because I need to add a coating for that butterfly to be like this. And there's a lot of products that people that make card uses, and I don't have those products. But when I started making this card, I look at my tray and I found this triple thick. I use this for when I paint rocks, just to give it a little bit of protection and make it shiny. And I say, well, yeah, why not? Why not to try with that? So just put a little bit in here, and then get a brush. A soft brush will be better, and then just go over. The reason why I'm using the Versa Fine Clear instead of the other type of ink, I'm using this pigment ink instead of the dye, is because well, I wasn't lucky with the other ones. It just smeared around, and in this one I'm not even waiting too much for this to be dry, and I think we got a good result. Sometimes we need a little bit more in here, but we got it. All right. And it's not gonna take that long to dry. I'm gonna finish the rest of the card, and probably at that point will be dry. Let's put this butterfly right here. It's very sticky. Let's put all this aside. So I have all my pieces already pre-cut. One and the only thing that I have to do in here is to put the butterfly, which is still a little wet, but since I'm only gonna glue the middle, that should be okay. I'm just gonna drop that one into position. I'm gonna use the back of my brush to press the center. Lift the wings a little. When it gets dry, then you can open it completely. And I'm gonna add some of this little decorations, just few around. I have some in orange, some in red. And then that pink, it looks like a little bit reddish, so it's okay if you don't have a perfect pink in there. I have another one in here in orange. And I'm gonna add another orange in here. I think I'm gonna need one more in here just to go around and make the your eyes flow, like move around. So I'm gonna make that red, and I'm gonna put this one in orange in here. And here is still wet. That's why it looks like it's not even. When it gets completely dry, it should be just like this one, right? Should have used that one, I know. All right, so yeah, it's almost dry. Just a minute, just a few more minutes and it will be completely dry. So here is the butterfly after it's dry, and now you can manipulate the wings so you can lift them a little. And the good thing is that even if you look in the back, someone lift them up a little bit, they're gonna see the wings. That's why I stamped them on both sides, and then you get that shiny butterfly in there. This was the original one, and that's the new one. And you can do it with any stamps, and I think as long as you have an outline stamp, a little bit of paint, you can do the rest. All right, see you on the next one. Bye.